Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So today we will solve the questions based on the angle of intersection between two curves. Okay, so notate so that the curves x is equal to y square. So that the curve x is equal to y square, that is your first curve, and xy is equal to k. Xy is equal to k. cut at right angles cut at right angles if 8k square is equal to 1. If 8k square is equal to 1, okay, means here it is given the given two curves intersect or cut each other at right angle, then you have to show that 8k square is equal to 1. So, what is your process? First of all, you trying to find the point of intersection of the given two curves, and then find its derivative at the point of intersection. Means at the point where they are intersected. Understand? You find the derivative of that, and here it is given the both curve intersect at right angle. So the derivative means what? That gives the slope of tangent. And so if their product means their product means slope of the tangent means if the product of the slope of tangents for these two curves at the point of intersection is equal to -1, so you can say that the triangle means the given two curves are intersected at right angle. So here it is always given, so that satisfying the given condition, and with the help of that you trying to find your result. Okay, first of all you trying to solve these two equation, x is equal to y square and xy is equal to k. So what you're doing, here the value of x is given here, and here you have from 1 and 2, just take it from 1 and 2. So here you have y cube is equal to k. Here you have y cube is equal to k, or the value of y is equal to k to the power 1 by 3. The value of y is equal to k to the power 1 by 3. Now putting that value of k in first equation, so 1 implies x is equal to k to the power 2 by 3. So that gives your point of intersection. So you write it. So point of intersection is equal to k to the power 2 by 3 and k to the power 1 by 3. So that gives the value of point of intersection. Understand? What you're doing here, yes, differentiate it. Taking first equation and differentiate it. 1 implies you can write 2y dy by dx is equal to 1. So the value of dy by dx is equal to 1 upon 2y. 1 upon 2y. Understand? Now find its value at the point of intersection. Suppose that point is taken as P point. So if you find its value of derivative at that point, so that gives the value of m1. Okay, so you write it. m1 is equal to dy by dx at the point P. At the point P, and now putting its value, so you have 1 upon 2 into k to the power 1 upon 3. K to the power 1 upon 3, that gives the value of m1. In the same way, here you differentiate second equation. Here you applying product rule. First function derivative of second plus second function y derivative of first, and here you have 0. So the value of dy by dx is equal to minus y upon x. Now find the value of m2. So the value of m2 is dy by dx at point P. So you have minus k k to the power 1 upon 3 upon k to the power 2 upon 3. K to the power 2 upon 3. So in this way, here you have the value of M2. And just you simplifying that, uh, what is that? If you're simplifying here, so 1 upon 3, 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3 is what? You have 1 upon 3, so that can be written as minus 1 upon k to the power 1 upon 3. So that gives the value of M2. Now, what is given in your question? Here it is given the both curve intersect at right angle. So you write, since the given curve cut at right angle, so M1, M2 cut at right angle, hence M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. Yes, putting the value of M1 and M2. So just you putting its value. You have 1 upon 2 into k to the power 1 upon 3 into value of M2 is minus 1 upon k to the power 1 upon 3 is equal to minus 1. Now what you write? 1 here you have minus is cancel out from both sides. So 1 is equal to 2 into k to the power. If you adding that, so you have 2 by 3. So here you have 2 by 3. Understand? Now cubing both sides. So if you're cubing here, you have 1, and this side here you have 8k square, and that is your required result. So your result is proved. Note it. Everyone getting this step? Okay. If you that is means if in a question that be given the curve intersect at right angle, so in that case what you do, only you have to follow the condition of perpendicularity. That means m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. Understand? And no need to find the value of tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Actually, m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. That result is comes out from that formula. So no need to applying that. Okay. So here you directly putting the values of m1 and m2, and you will have your answer. Understand? Okay. You right. Next question means same type of question is that was asked in 2015. Okay, right. Find the value of P. Find the value of P for which the curves x square is equal to 9p into 9 minus y into 9 minus y. That is your first curve, and x square is equal to p into y plus 1. P into y plus 1 cut each other at right angle. Same type of question is that. Here you have two curves, and you have to find the value of P for which the given two curves intersect at right angle. Okay, so you have the same concept. First of all, you're trying to find the value of point of contact. So here you see that from equation 1 and 2, both values are equal to x square. Yes, you're right. From 1 and 2, here you have 9p into 9 minus y is equal to p into y plus 1. So that are equal. So p and p is cancelled out. And here you have 81 minus 9y is equal to y plus 1. Okay. So 80 is equal to 10y. You can write here 10y. So the value of y is equal to 8. So here you have the value of y is equal to 8. Understand? Now putting that value of y in first equation. So 1 implies x square is equal to 9p into 1. Okay. 9 minus y is there, na? 9p into 1. Okay. So if you are putting here, you have 9p into 1. So the value of x is equal to plus minus 3 times of root p. 3 times of root p. So that gives the value of x. So here you have 2 point of intersection. Understand? So you can write it. Hence the point of intersection. Hence the point of intersection are. Here you can write 3 under root p 8, and your other point is minus 3 under root p 8. Okay. So that are your point of intersection. Note it. Now, what you're doing after that, here you differentiate equation 1 and 2 and find the value of dy by dx at the given points. Okay, so you're right. Your first equation, so 1 implies 2x is equal to 9p into minus dy by dx. Check this step. Okay, so the value of dy by dx is equal to minus 2x upon 9p. Minus 2x upon 9p. So with the help of that, you can find the value of m1. So you can write, so the value of m1 is dy by dx at the point of intersection. So here you take, that is this positive value. Here you have minus 2 into 3 root p upon 9 times of p. Upon 9 times of p. Understand? So in this way, here you have your result. Now you can cancel it. So you have minus 2 under root p upon 3p. Upon 3p. So that gives the value of m1. Understand? In the same way, you differentiate second equation. So second implies, yes, differentiating second equation with respect to x. So you have 2x is equal to p into dy by dx. P into dy by dx. So the value of dy by dx is equal to 2x upon p, or the value of m2. The value of m2 is equal to, here you write dy by dx at the point of intersection. So 2x upon, yes, oh sorry, putting the value of x here. So 2 into 3 root p upon p. So that is 6 root p upon p. Understand? So in this way, here you have the value of m1 and m2. Now what is given? The given two curves intersect at right angle. So you write, since the given curves cut at right angle, so m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Okay, now putting the value of m1 and m2 and trying to find the value of p. So After that step, you can write value of m1 is minus 2 under root p upon 3p into value of m2, which is 6 under root p by p and is equal to minus 1. So only you have to simplifying that. So just see here what is, so here 3 2 just 6, and minus is cancel out. So 2 2 ja 4, and just see here root p into root p becomes p upon p square. So you have 4 upon p is equal to 1, or the value of p is equal to 4. Value of p is equal to 4. Understand? So for p is equal to 4, here you see that your value becomes 4 here. Now just think it for other point. Here you have your other point is minus 3 root p8. Now if you are putting the same value, but here you see only the sign is changed. So the value of m1 here becomes positive. Here m1, value of m1 becomes positive, and the value of m2, just see here for m2, your value of m2, if you're putting the value of x here, it becomes negative. Understand? So overall here you see that only you have the same amount, but only m1 becomes positive and m2 becomes positive. So exactly if you are putting in the condition m1 m2 is equal to minus 1, there is no any change in value, so no need to, that means, write it for that. Okay. So but if you want to query that, you do it, but here you have the same value of p. Here you have the same value of p. Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now your other concept of the angle of intersection. Sometimes you have the question like that, so that the given two curves in touches each other, touches each other. So in that case, what happens? If any curve, just to see with the help of this figure, suppose here you have a curve, and this is another curve, and these two curves intersect at a point. Understand? Means touching each other. So means they intersected at a point. So what happens in that case? If you that means draw a tangent on it, so that tangent is common tangent. That tangent is the common tangent for both curves. So if you have a question like that, prove that the given two curves touch each other. So what you do in that case? First of all, you're trying to find the point of intersection of two curves. Okay. And then differentiating. Suppose here you have first curve and here you have second curve. Find the derivative of first curve at the point of intersection. In the same way, find the point of intersection of the second curve at the point of intersection. Understand? Find its derivative. If the values, both values are same, if both values are same, so it's proof that the both curve touches each other. Everyone getting this step? This concept, how you prove that two curves touch each other? Everyone getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bete. So just you trying to solve one question that was asked in 2002. So you write it. So that the curves, just wait. So that the curves xy is equal to a square. Xy is equal to a square, and x square plus y square is equal to 2a square, is equal to 2a square touch each other. Touch each other. Understand? Here you have your question. You have to prove that the given two curves touch each other. So first of all, you solve it and find the value of x and y. Okay. Yes, here you find taking the value of y is equal to, yes, right? here you have y is equal to a square upon x, and put it in second equation. So 2 implies x square plus a to the power 4 upon x square is equal to 2a square, is equal to 2a square. You write in this way. Now you're dividing, multiplying each of the term by x square. So you have x to the power 4. You multiplying here, so minus 2a square into x square plus a to the power 4 is equal to 0. Understand? So in this way, here you have your equation. Now factorize it. Oh, that these two are perfect square. So that can be written x square minus a square whole square is equal to 0. So if you simplifying it, so you have x is equal to plus minus a. X is equal to plus minus a. Now putting that value of x in y, so you have in from first equation, y is equal to a square upon plus minus a, so that is also equal to plus minus a. So your point of intersection, yes, right, is the point of intersection are a and minus a. Here you not write and, here you write or a or minus a. Understand? So in this way, here you have your point of intersection. Now you have to applying same method. Find its derivative of first curve and second curve at the given point. If their values are equal, then it's proof that the given two curves touch each other. Okay, so you take it first curve and differentiate it. So first implies, and here you applying product rule, x into dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. So the value of dy by dx is equal to minus y upon x. So the value of dy by dx at the point a, at the point a, so here you have minus 1. If you are putting its value, you have minus 1. In the same way, you can trying to check it for other point. So the value of dy by dx at the point minus a, check it for second point also, minus a. So in that case, just check it what you have. You have again minus 1. Here you have again minus 1. Understand? In the same way, take it second curve and differentiate it. So you have 2x plus 2y dy by dx is equal to 0. Okay. So the value of dy by dx is equal to minus x upon y. Just check it. Here you have minus x upon y. So putting its value dy by dx at the point a is equal to minus 1, and here you check for other point dy by dx at the point minus a, so again you have minus 1. So what you see here, you see for both the point the tangents are common, means for a point or for minus a point, the tangent for both the curve is common. So you can say that hence the given curves touch each other. Yes, right, in this way. Hence the given curves touch each other. Given curves touch each other. Write that. And from tomorrow, all we are studying, means from Monday, all we are studying about increasing and decreasing function. That is also very important topic, and generally 4 marks or 2 marks questions are given for that topic. Okay, you write. Next question. Everyone completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So right, next question. And your topic maxima minima is quite lengthy, and because it have some application based word problem, and that be important also. Sometimes 6 marks question, sometimes in every year 6 marks questions are given for the word problem from maximum minimum. Okay, right, next. If the straight line, yes, right, if the straight line x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. If the straight line x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p touches the curve x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1, then prove that a square cos square alpha plus b square sin square alpha is equal to p square. Means you have to prove this result. You have to prove this result. What is given? This here you have a line. Actually, equation 1 is your line. Understand? And your second equation is your curve. No. Here uh, in this question, here it is given the line 1 touches the given curve. Okay. Then you have to prove that this result. So automatically, equation 1 is also the equation of tangent. Understand? No. Using by your concept of finding the equation of tangent, you that means find here with the help of second curve, you find the equation of tangent by taking that means any point x1 y1, that be the common point, or you can say the point of contact. Okay, so by using the concept of derivative, you find the equation of tangent to the given curve. Understand? And compare it. Means here that equation means equation of tangent that is obtained by using the concept of derivative is same as the equation of tangent given. Understand? So if they are same, so what does it mean? That their coefficients are in proportion. Their coefficients are in proportion. Understand? So using that concept, you trying to getting your result. Okay, so just check it. So first of all, here you assume let x1 y1 be a point on second curve. So no doubt, if you assume here that be a point on second, so it be satisfying. So you have x1 square upon a square plus y1 square upon b square is equal to 1. That is your third equation. That is your third equation. Now differentiating 2 with respect to x. Differentiating 2 with respect to x, we get 2x upon a square plus 2y upon b squared into dy by dx is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. You write in this way. So from that, the value of dy by dx is what? Minus b square upon a square into x upon y. Check it. So in this way, here you have the value of dy by dx minus b square upon a square x upon y. So find its derivative at the given point x1, y1. So that be b square upon a square into x1 upon y1. That gives the value of derivative at the point of contact. At the point of contact. Now you can very easily find the equation of tangent. So you write. So equation of tangent is y minus y1 is equal to minus b square upon a square into x1 upon y1 into x minus x1 into x minus x1. Okay, so that gives your tangent, equation of tangent. Now just trying to simplifying it. So what you do here, you divide each of the term on left side by b square and a square with here. Okay, so right, if you're dividing here by b square and distribute it, so you have y upon b square minus y1 upon b square. Understand? And oh yes, this y is also, you have to multiplying each of the term to y1, this y1 also on left side. So you have y1, and here you have y1 square. Yes, check it. And in the same way on left side, you have to multiplying each of the term by x1 and dividing by a square. So here you have x1 upon a square with negative sign, and here you have plus x1 square upon a square. Yes, check it. Check this step. Everyone getting this step? Actually on left side, here we multiplying each of the term by y1 upon b square. Understand? And on left side, uh, uh, we multiplying it by minus x1 upon a square. Okay. Now, this can be written as x1 upon a square plus y1 upon b square is equal to x1 square upon a square plus y1 square upon b square. You can rewrite this in this way. And just see your equation third. The value of x1 square upon a square plus y1 square upon b square is equal to 1. So here you're putting 1. So here you have your equation x1 upon a square into x plus y1 upon b square into y is equal to 1. That is your fourth equation. That gives the equation of tangent to the ellipse. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, beta. So if you have the equation of tangent and the other equation of tangent is already given, means here in first question, first equation here, it is given in your question. So the line 1 is also the tangent to the circle, tangent to the curve, means ellipse here. So what you have means equation 1 and 4 represents the same line, and if they represents the same line, in that case you have already a condition a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. So what is the condition of that? Everyone, anyone? That be the concept of infinite many solution, because these two lines are same. Understand? So you applying that concept here. Okay. So after that, are you everyone written up to last step?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So write this statement. Since 1 and 4, yes, write in this way. Since 1 and 4 represents same line, since 1 and 4 represent same line, hence, yes, equating the coefficient. So you have x1 upon a square upon cos alpha is equal to y1 upon b square upon sin alpha is equal to 1 upon p. Yes, here you are applying the condition for infinite many solution. A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2. Means all they are in same proportion. Now with the help of that you can eliminating here, either you eliminating sine alpha and cos alpha, this is your first case, first rule, or putting the value of x1 and y1 in third equation. So here you have the two method to getting your result. Okay, so just I want to simplify here in this way. So if you are taking first and third, so you have x1 is equal to a square cos alpha. Just you see, a square cos alpha upon p, and y1 is equal to b square sine alpha upon p. Understand? So that gives the value of x1 and y1. Now putting that in given equation, that means third equation. So third implies x1 square. So you have a to the power 4 cos square alpha, a to the power 4 cos square alpha upon p square into a square, plus b to the power 4 sine square alpha upon b square p square is equal to 1. So overall you have a square cos square alpha plus b square sine square alpha is equal to p square. This prove your result. This prove your result.